Hello, my name is Jason O, and welcome to my episode recap for episodes 2 and 3 of Fate, Kaleid, Linear, Prisma, Illya 2WEI HERZ. Those episodes were titled Tricolor Birthday, Girls, Life is Short, so Rot Away. And so these are two very different episodes. The second episode is pretty much the second half, at least the episodes that we were sort of seeing in the promos, the sort of birthday and all the other things at the beach and whatnot there. We do get hints of yaoi things that we do see in episode 3, all of BL, yaoi sort of things other than Yuri things that we've been seeing in the series so far. So nice change of pace, I would say. Again, very interesting things they want to do with this, but still they set that aside for more comedic things as well. So very interesting things they were trying to do in this episode. I think they're trying to do, I'm not really sure, but still lots of comedic, over-the-top things that we'd like to see in Fate Illya. Just more of the same things for comedic senses, I would say. So 2, Tricolor Birthday, as mentioned before, the yaoi fantasies were fulfilled for Suzuka thanks to Shiro and Issei and their conversation. I guess that's a whole shipping kind of thing there we're seeing in the series, so why not? I would say I think the end card really does mention that as well. So Suzuka using her, has like a random notebook, she's writing notes, she's taking things out of hand, and so one of those comedic things for the yaoi fantasies. Again, nice change of pace from the Yuri things we've been seeing in this series so far. We do learn a little bit more about Miyu and her first real experience at the beach. She doesn't really understand, why everyone's having fun and whatnot there at the beach. She doesn't really understand one of these kind of things. So like a fish out of water scenario we're seeing here. We do learn that Miyu was sort of living abroad, as her father died. She spent most of her time with her brother, who we don't know really what happened to her brother, but probably not some great things happened to her brother, I would guess. But in the meantime, they do run into Bazette. She does come back, but this time she's working multiple jobs to pay off Luvia for the damages from last season. So I guess more repercussions from there. So poor Bazette, she has to work all these random odd jobs just to get some money. She has to force people to buy her ice cream, very expensive ice cream, I would say. I think I converted the yen to dollars, and it's very expensive ice cream, I would say. And so Bazette, she's trying to do whatever she can to get some money to pay off Luvia. As the episode is titled, Tricolor Birthday, it's the birthday of Illya, Kudo, and Miyu. They all spent it at Tatsugo's family beach hut. They made some jokes for acting like a protagonist of the series, because we're really seeing a lot of Tatsugo's family in this episode. Not really too much, but still they made a little joke about that. So really fun stuff there. Even Miyu, again, more fish out of water scenarios where she doesn't really understand the concept of a birthday and how to celebrate one. And Shiro does his obvious explanations like he does in the original Fate Stay Nights series. People die when they're killed and stuff like that, or just because you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong, or things like that. And we're seeing that in the birthday you celebrate the day of your birth, like, oh no, duh. And so more of a Shiro stating the obvious in not even one series, but even 3 series. I think someone did a meme of all of that. And so every series that Shiro is in, he always states the obvious in some sort of fashion. So again, Shiro being Shiro, as we're seeing here. The episode really goes off the rails when they do get to the construction sites where Luvia and Rin are looking for the 8th class card, and things really start to get out of hand when Issei figures out that the construction site is belonging to Luvia and Nanaki. She comes in trying to defend her sister against Rin and Luvia because they really did a number on her while they're trying to find over Shiro, fighting each other through frogs at Nanaki's sister, and it's she has a frog phobia. She's also involved in liking Shiro. It's a huge love hexagonal thing there, because I guess Issei's involved in that as well because of the bromance, the yaoi fantasies in there as well. And so Illya is dropped into the conversation because she's Shiro's little sister, and so she is very confused. She doesn't really know what to do because she likes Shiro as well, and so weird things are happening. Ruby flies in out of nowhere, making things even worse and even more over the top. She gives everyone a truce serum, and Shiro makes very forward comments towards everyone. He comments about Luvia's breasts and how he always tries to read about them, but they're always pressed up against his face. He can't not forget them. He always has those in his memories. Even Rin, she gets some comments from Shiro saying that you wear very short skirts, maybe compensating for your lack of breast size, which isn't really that small, but still, I guess compared to Luvia, I guess they are. He also comments about the middle schoolers, how wow, middle schoolers are really developing really fast, aren't they? And lots of other very forward comments comments for everyone there. So Shiro is a target of everyone's obsession, and he is directing that back towards everyone thanks to the truth serum, and also I guess even sedatives are pointing at everyone. So weird things are going on here in this episode, and it's very detailed and very over the top, as this series would keep the consistency going. Eventually, Ruby does use the love potion on Shiro, and he is, doing very weird hentai-esque things towards Illya, and Mimi is forgotten about by Ruby, and so she sees everything, and so Sapphire is forced to erase everyone's memory of the day, and everything's put back to normal, and it's as if nothing's actually happened. So for this episode, I've given this episode a 5 out of 10. I'm not really into this kind of comedy here. Just things went off the rails. Ruby is very annoying, and especially when she came in, I was enjoying the first episode because there wasn't really much of Ruby as we've seen, but in the second episode, we saw a ton of her. She caused so much over-the-topness. I did like, some of the fourth wall breaks, I would say, some things that, a lot of fans probably think about, but Shiro is saying those with his forward comments, I think. I don't know. But still, we learned a little bit more about her, kind of, in a way, the way the series wants you to learn about things with character developments and stuff like that there. But still, other than that, it's pretty cool to see Bizette, I would say, even though she is working odd jobs, not really doing any action. I mean, they're finding the IT class card, but we don't really get mention of that in anything else after they just mention it in a very offhanded sort of way. On to episode 3, Girls, Life is Short, so right away. This one is all about Mimi, basically, and how she still having dreams about Illya, Kuro, and Miyu, and their sort of weird relationship that they have there. So she decides to write her emotions, basically writing stories about their life, and eventually that turns into a yaoi obsession. Thanks to Suzuka and her sister, her obsession is even grown even more, and like she sort of like comes out of the box as a yaoi lover towards Miyu, Illya, and Kuro, and that turns into a very weird, awkward things for Illya at least, because she isn't very open with her emotions, and she's very embarrassed and all that stuff there. She like sort of like the high-pitched scream is like, oh, what are you guys doing, and all that stuff there and whatnot. More things from Illya that we typically do see a lot. We do see a little bit of heated arguments between the three characters where they talk about how, what sort of friendship it does mean and what friends should actually do when a friend is in trouble and stuff like that there, mostly with Miyu not really expressing her emotions about what's wrong with her, what happened to her brother and all that stuff there. We're not really learning about anything about her because Illya wants to leave that alone, but Kuro, obviously, she wants to feel it to be more forward a little bit, and they do have a heated argument as an excuse for Mimi, who is very confused because she doesn't really know how to formulate her stories with the three girls, but she does change their genders to male, and that again turns into a yaoi obsession. Suzuka and her sister do get Mimi involved using one of her stories with like a convention and stuff like that there, and so eventually Suzuka has to call in the three girls in order to help Mimi with her overly passionate love for BL and transformation into Fujoshi, and she needs help with that because she's a little too lovingly into yaoi, and it doesn't really matter what you like, but still she is a little bit over the top about it. She could tone that down a little bit, I would say, even between friends, I would say as well, because Mimi's a little bit too into it, at least in my opinion anyway. And the whole second half of the episode turns into a thing where Illya needs to accept her friends for the way that she is, even Mimi and her other friends as well. It's probably turned into a little future things in the series. I think that's what it's going to turn into, I guess, because I don't really see this happening else any future episodes. But still, Mimi, she doesn't really care, I guess. She thinks boys should be with boys and girls should be with girls. Nothing wrong with that. But still, some characters in the series don't really think that's right. And so, again, they have to accept her for the way she is. And even Miyu doesn't really think there's anything wrong with that because she wants to be with Illya. And again, more stuff like that there. Very over the top sort of things. Not as bad, I would say, in the second episode, but still pretty fun things, I would say. Bring more change of pace of the yaoi obsession rather than some Yuri aspects toward the series we've seen before. So for rate for this episode, I'm probably going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I don't think really much happened in this episode. More just Mimi and her obsession with yaoi, the arguments between the three girls and sort of what they think friends should be about, and Illya sort of accepting her friends for the way they are, especially Mimi. And Mimi, a lot more for her, pretty fun things, I guess. Yeah, she's very much a victim of a lot of things for characters. I mean, season 2, she is a victim of Kuro. In this beginning of this season, she is a victim many other ways in the first 2 episodes. And so this time around, let's give her an episode. Let's redeem her character. At least help her out a little bit for getting over some very traumatic things, I would think, in her life. And so what are your thoughts and opinions on both these episodes? Put all those in the comment section down below. Don't forget to rate this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do all that stuff there. It really helps me out, so I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching my episode recap for episodes 2 and 3 of Fate Kaleid Liner, Prisma Illya 2WEI HERZ. Both of those was held. Tricolore Birthday and Girls, Life is Short, so ride away. Hope you guys have a nice day. Bye bye.